looking forward to getting back to business as more normal. I doubt it will ever go back to being just the way it was, right? I mean, we all have learned how to work remotely. We've learned how to handle meetings remotely. But we do miss gathering together, and the interactions that go on, at our convention, at the various events that we host. It's not just the content of the event, but it's the opportunity to network. It's the opportunity to get to know associate members. It's the opportunity for bankers to talk to other bankers on key issues that are going on for them. So that need to gather, and we all would like to have a cocktail with each other once or twice. So that need to gather is really strong. We haven't been able to do it, and we're looking forward to the time when we can get back together. We can celebrate the successes that we've had, through the pandemic, and kind of, do more planning for our future. But I do think, the future should be pretty bright for the banks. We've got, some credit issues to get through from the pandemic. But once we get through that, and banks are certainly in a better position now than they have been historically. Their capital is stronger, their reserves are stronger. They've been very prudent in the loans that they've made, and manage their balance sheets very well and all their risks very well. So, they're in a strong position to do well as we get back to a more normal environment. And, we're in a strong position here at CBM. We, did what we needed to do to make sure that, we got through well, and the support of the banks. Frankly, we are looking at a record year in 2021 for the CBM, and we already know from sales that took place in the fourth quarter, and we just don't recognize the revenue till the first quarter. We already know we're going to be off to the best start in the history of the CBM. So, and again, that's coming in a very difficult time, but it's coming because our members are looking to our associate members to help solve some of the business issues that they have. And when those two groups work together and we help facilitate it, all parties benefit. So we're very thankful. You never know what's going to come up, so we're not overconfident. Things could turn quickly in 2021, but knock on wood, we are off to probably our best start ever in the history of the association. I think one of the opportunities that community banks have to grow and thrive is to use the great goodwill that they generated in the PPP program. I mean, the whole state of Michigan saw that it was the community banks that delivered, that covered 70% of the payroll of small businesses here in Michigan. Banks, both community banks and large banks, were responsible for 95% of the PPP loans that were made in the state of Michigan. Credit unions only did 3%. They didn't show up. They were asleep at the wheel, and they didn't have the capability to help when help was needed. But the community banks were there. Community banks also worked with borrowers to defer payments on commercial loans and residential loans, and in record numbers. Because of the unique circumstances of the pandemic, again, they were there to help their clients get through a very difficult time, navigate through it, and get to the other side. So that goodwill puts community banks in a great position, to try to continue to improve market share. And I think you'll see that happen over the next couple of years. I think community banks will fare very well out there with people who care about who is there for them during the downturn.